It's story time. Story. Once upon a time, there lived a girl called Juanita Okoye. Okay, so if you just see my face for the very first time, my name is Juanita Okoye. My channel is about my lifestyle, my everyday experiences, and I come here to share with you guys. Yeah, that's basically it. Once again, I'm Anita Okoye. If I see my face for the very first time, welcome. And to my returning subscribers, okay, so today will be story. I want to tell you guys the story of my delivery, of my baby's delivery. So before the day, before the birthday when I was giving birth to my baby, I'd done a lot of research. Yeah, so different kind of researches, like I watched birth vlogs a whole lot on YouTube. I got to an extent that my auntie was like, I should stop watching birth videos, that it's gonna make me scared. But I wasn't scared actually. I was never scared of the labor. Guess what I was scared of? Okay, guess what I was scared of? I was actually scared of having a tear. I don't know why, but I was supposed to be concerned about the labor. My husband was always asked me like on few occasions if I was scared. I'm like, scared of what? When there are other people that have done it and they don't have two heads, so why can't I? So I wasn't scared. I was actually scared of the tear because I felt like after going through all the labor, the birth, pushing and all, you now start not seeing one nonsense wound. So that's what I was actually scared of. So before then, I'd already done research. I've never been pregnant before. I did not know the feeling or the symptoms. Some were new to me, and then some were expected actually. I'll do a separate video of things that I expected, like the symptoms or how I expected my pregnancy to be and the things that I wish I knew before pregnancy. Okay, so fast forward to the day of delivery. Okay, I woke up that day around 2, and before then I've been feeling cramps. Like, I don't know, when there are some people that usually have painful menstruation, I was having those kind of cramps. Yeah, like it will come and then it will go. In a day it can come like 2 times and then that's it. It was nothing to be worried about because it was mild. This lasted for over a week. It's not like it was disturbing me. No, it was something I could overlook. So fast forward again rewind to a day before the day. A day before the delivery day was my antenatal. So I went for antenatal. I saw the gynae. I told them, I complained to him what I was feeling. Then I was 38 weeks. So I gave birth to my baby in 38 weeks. So I now complained to him what I was going through, like the pain. He said, Madam, congratulations, you're close. I'm like, that's what I did though. But I felt like it was going to be like 40 weeks. That's what most people, to full term. But I knew someone that had given birth in 37 weeks. Somebody even gave birth in 6 weeks. So I was like, okay. But I was still thinking maybe the next week. So normally I go for antenatal. My husband drops me off at the hospital and then I walk back home. Like, the hospital is not too far to my house. It's say like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depends on how I walk. So every time I go for antenatal, I walk back home. But this very day, I was really really tired. Like, it got to a point I couldn't move. Not exaggerating, I could not move. Like, my legs, my hip were just so heavy and hurting, my waist. So, as if that was, I didn't know that it was actually like signs of labor that was almost coming. So I got home that day, I slept, like I had my back and I slept. Okay, so I had my normal activity of the day. I went to bed at night and I woke up around 2 a.m. I was feeling that pain again, the mild cramp I was always feeling like the days before. So I just felt it was something that I can't overlook. But it will come back again, like in the night. Okay, I felt like using the toilet. I went to use the toilet. I came back, I was still having the cramps. I said, which one is this one now? Okay, I just lay down there, and during my pregnancy it was difficult for me to sleep. So I tried to sleep again, but I really couldn't. You know, there's a way you sleep and you still know what's happening around you. So I slept and still woke up around 4. By then my husband had already woken up. Yeah, he was just going through his phone. I was also going through my phone, and then I started timing my contraction, because I was like, Juanita, are you sure this is not labor? I said, let me just check. Let me time it. I didn't want to tell my husband I was going through the pain, because I didn't want to tell him I felt I was going through labor pain already, because I didn't want to raise false alarm. I wanted to be really sure. So I started timing it now. I was timing it. It was at first it was like over 5 minutes apart. You know, it just kept on. When I checked it, I started doing research, like trying to check how long. It was an app I was using. What app was I using? What app? Okay, I was using Pregnancy Plus. So that was what it has, a contraction timer. So that's what I was using. So by the time I now knew that I was in labor, and I asked my husband, I was like, babes, what if I'm in labor now? I say, we'll go to hospital. So I was like, are you? I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know if I am. I was like, okay. I said, I'm actually timing it. He said, okay, check now. Let me know if I'll go to work. I said, you can go to work, because I feel I'm capable. This babe here is very strong. So I told him he can go. But the pain will come. This time around, it was increasing. But it wasn't a bother to me, because I usually experience painful menstruation, so this one wasn't. It was like the beginning of labor. I would tell anyone that cares to know that the beginning of labor is like a painful menstruation. That's how it was for me. I know every other person will have a different story to tell. So my husband went to work around like 7 or past 7-ish. I wanted to take my bath, just wait. Because it was now confirmed that I was in labor based on what I was timing, because the cramps kept on coming. Yeah, so I went inside the bedroom to have my bath. I peed, and then by the time I cleaned, I saw blood. And then my mom called me all the while I was pregnant. I love my mom. She was always calling me every day. And then my mother-in-law, both of them, sometimes I'm like, I hope they don't see this video. So I'm like, I want to raise, because there's sometimes that I will be so tired. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to just sleep. So sometimes I'm like, who's calling me? So, but I love them so much. They were always there for me. So my mom called me. I told her that, mommy, it's like your child is in labor. She said, because she didn't understand, because of the way I put it. I didn't say, mommy, I'm in labor. I said, your child. It's like, I said, mommy, it's like I'm in labor. Oh, she was like, oh, that's, as in she was not asking me now what is going on, how am I feeling. So I told her. So I actually still told her that when I went to the toilet, I saw blood and everything. She said, "Oh yeah." That's what she said. Oh yeah, I'll start going to the hospital. I was like, "Mommy, don't worry. Like, I'm going to time it." She said, "Have you given birth before?" No. So she was like, "As I'm talking to you, start going to the hospital." I was like, "Okay, no problem." The good thing is I'd already packed my hospital bag like days before. Like I knew, like I was really feeling it. Okay. So and now said no problem, I was going to the hospital. So I booked a ride, ordered the ride to the hospital. I got to the hospital. I'm sure my neighbors that saw me now as a neighbor. That's why I always don't understand all these Nigerian movies that and then labor up there. Oh, oh. They were making noise. What are you making noise for? I didn't know that's not how it was. I thought maybe when you're in labor, instantly you start shouting, you start doing something like that. Yeah, so I went to the hospital. The hospital, surprisingly, that same hospital was there was nobody. But I saw the nurses, no patient, nothing, like waiting. So I went to meet the nurse. I told her what I was feeling. She said, okay, I should just go tell them. She showed me where I can go tell them that I'm having signs of labor. Okay, so you're like, it's labor. So they told me I went to the lab to do some, routine tests and stuff. Then the thing will come. I'll just do. I was doing video call. I was doing video call with my bestie. She would say, I need her breathing. And I did. That was just the beginning. Since I was doing breathing, it got to a point where I couldn't do that. You breathe in, and I couldn't. Women, we are trying. I'm telling you. So after that. Okay, they told me to go see the gynae. When I went to see the gynae, I told my next day I was going to call her back. I don't know, maybe I think she was still on the line. I can't remember. So when now the doctor, that the gynae was now talking, he was like, they will need to go check me. I was like, okay. I think I made a joke or he made a joke, so I was laughing as we were going upstairs. I was like, you ever seen a pregnant woman that is in labor that is playing and laughing? I was like, is this one labor? Is this one start? He said, you are in labor. So when he checked me now, man, that's fingering thing. Oh my god, it's painful. Yeah, yes. So they checked me, but as a strong girl that I am, I chested it. So when they checked me, I was like 2 cm gone. That was like around past 7 to 8. Yeah. So they said that the baby is down, according to them, that something is soft. I don't know, but the man was like, I'm progressing well. But by the time he moved his hand, he said, is this thing called? He called another nurse to come and check. She shook her hand with you inside there. She now said, I'm not sure. Now called another person. What is going on? 3 people choking something inside here. Okay, they should check. They said I'm going, it's okay, everything is fine. So that I should chill, they would check me into a room. Okay, so I was like, okay. I already come to the hospital. I was like, did I think I was in labor? Why did you come? She said that she knew I was in labor, so she's like, okay. So not long, my husband came, my mom came, so I was not alone. But at the beginning, I was alone all the while, and I started timing it. Like I continued timing it, but it got to a point that I don't know why it has to increase. It just kept on increasing, and then the time apart was reducing. So it's just give you a few minutes to rest. Now it was not getting to less than a minute to rest. Man, it was crazy. So I was still, talking to my mom, talking to my husband. The matron came and she asked that I time the contraction. What she was saying is that I should count it, not just time. Like when the next contraction is coming, I should count 1. It's another contraction. When it goes, the next one is coming, I should count 2. I said, okay now. So because of the way I was feeling, I asked my husband and my mom to help me out. Like, I was like, another one is coming. Time it. When it passes, I can now talk. I was like, another one is coming, and then I couldn't eat. I don't know how people do it though. How do we eat? So my bestie was like, I should tell my husband, like, on his way to buy cashew nut, to buy cashew nut, and then Lucozade. I said okay, but I don't feel like it. So she said that that you need your strength and all that. This person that is even talking, she has not given it before. She was speaking grammar, rotating her lips anyhow. Okay, I told her this will be your thought. She will say, Anita, breathe. I said, please, will you just get out of my road? So I better make myself. By the time it came, I wasn't really feeling good at all. Like I was feeling sick. So me and I just put like 1, 2, 3 cashew nuts in my mouth. I threw up like immediately. My mom kept on saying I should drink. I will sip the Lucozade. I'll feel like throwing up. I would think she said does not mean drink. You're not drinking this thing. Oh, by the time I drank now, I threw up again. I threw up like 5 times, man. And I hate vomiting because of the way I feel, the strength and everything I'm using to throw up. Like I was feeling really sick. When it comes again, I'm like, another one's coming. So I was like, why did I not shout? Up to now, I don't know. I know how to hold pain, yeah, but I don't know why I didn't shout. I was just like, okay. Fast forward though to 5 p.m. I saw my husband was doing his office work there in the hospital, so I was like, I saw the laptop. 5 p.m. I was like, is this time correct? He said yes. So that means it's 2 a.m. Juanita has been on labor. Girl, let's go now. But okay, they now came to check me around 3 back. Yeah. My matron said that I was 5 cm gone. That I'm progressing well. Allah will show. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I said. Okay, now she now came back again. Okay, this time around the nurse came and asked for baby things. Man, when she came to ask for baby things, I was so excited. I was like, thank God, finally this baby is coming. They packed baby things because they packed baby things. They asked me for some things. I told them where they can find it in the bag. Okay, so but although I now, as in, like I was hopeful, like, oh thank God, time has come. I was like, will this baby want to come? Will this baby come anytime soon? I don't understand why it's taking so long. So when they now came to ask for baby things, okay, then time has reached. So I now went to the delivery ward though. By the time I got there now, they now said they want to check me again. By the time they checked me, oh my God, I was still 5 cm. I said, Jesus. Did not say I'll wait for another 4 hours. God. Okay, another 4 hours, man. This hospital people, they no try at all. I'm getting to there. Don't worry. You should not rush me. I will land. Okay. So we now said 4 hours. I said, okay, she be me that's been holding this thing. I can do 4 hours. Not long, they came, they said they wanted to give me injection, and because of fear of injection, I was like, you should wait, let the contraction finish, like let it go, then I'll prepare for the injection. But as she came now, I was like, wait, hold on. My husband was there also. I was like, wait, hold on. My husband said, told the nurse, hold on. She said you should hold on. So she held on. I was like, not meaning now the contraction would stop. But this time around, it wasn't stopping. I was like, what is happening? Why is it not stopping? I was looking at his face. I was like, why is it not stopping? And then the nurse just gave me injection. I didn't even feel a thing. That's telling you that there's some pain that passed some pain. I didn't feel anything. I was like, why need to? Okay, finally it now stopped. I started again in less than a minute. So after everything small, then it was not just only the contraction, it was not just only the labor pain. This time around, it was accompanied with a force, like a pushing force. This time around, I couldn't wait 4 hours. I'm like, something is happening to me. Like, I've never given birth before. Yeah? Please come and check. Something is happening to me. As in, they will now tell me, madam, don't push. I said, which one is don't push? I'm not pushing. Just come and check. They said they can't check because to avoid infection. I said, no problem. Let me just, open my leg and then we check what's going on there because something is happening. They said nothing. I should relax until after 4 hours. Hello, I can't stay like this for 4 hours. Why am I so serious? It's like I'm reliving that experience. It's not a good experience at all. They are not the ones feeling or going through what I'm going through. I'm telling you that this thing is happening. This stuff is, as in, I'm telling you how I feel. You're telling me until after 4 hours. Okay, now I was now there now. When the force comes, I'm literally holding my leg and vibrating. Like I was holding my leg because they kept on saying that I should not push or I should close my leg. I was like, which one is close my leg? And the bed, man, I'm sorry to say this. No, I'm not even sorry to say. It was the bed. I was lying down in such a way that I won't fall because the bed was doing like this. It was shaking. I don't know. So all the while I laid by my side, my right side, and they said I should close my leg. Okay. When that force comes again, I will want to sit up. They will say, don't sit up. I said, I don't keep it. I should lie down. I'm like, I can control the pain better when I'm sitting up. So when the pain comes, I'm like, I'm just I'll hold myself, like, and then I will vibrating. Man, I didn't know that my baby was coming all this while. Imagine the doctor was losing her hair in the delivery. I don't think, even if they say that's the last place for me to give birth, the next time I'm going to give birth, I'll give birth in my house. I can even give birth in my kitchen or anywhere in my house, yeah. But in that hospital, never ever again will I go there. Somebody is in labor, you're losing hair. My mom now can all the while I was bleeding. My mom came in and then she now asked the doctor, that's the doctor that was losing hair, that please, is there anything going on? Because why she was concerned was because of the amount of blood I was losing. She was like, what's wrong? Is anything the problem? The doctor was like, madam, I don't understand. Your daughter is in labor. You're asking me if anything is the problem. Hi. That God saved her because I was in the middle of a contraction. I should have, I would have answered her. But the way something will humble you, the pain humbled me. The fact that somebody is not. Anyway, that was by the way. Let me know, vex. So I was literally begging, please, you people should come and check what is going on. But another thing, God answers prayer as well. I just said a short prayer. I was like, and because I was making these sounds like, They said I was pushing. I said I'm not pushing. They say don't be pushing. Open your mouth. I said okay. What I wasn't pushing. I said. So I just told God. I was like, all the while I was, praying no God guide me. I wasn't like praying for anything in particular, There's the way you're going out, you're praying, you're just praying. So this time around, I was like, I had to manage to turn the other way, like I faced the other side, just so that I want people, maybe nurses going in and out, won't distract me. So I just said a short prayer. I was like, God, I can't, I can't do this. Before then, I told my husband that I can't do this anymore. I was like, I can't. So my auntie was on the phone with my husband, and then she was like, Anita, what do you mean you can't? Because I was like, I want CS. I cannot. This thing, you should come and cut me open and bring out this baby. Because I can't wait 4 hours. I can't even wait 20 minutes, not talk of 4 hours. She was like, I gave birth to my child at the age of, at old age, like maybe 40 something. I can't even remember what she said. So she now gingered me again now. I said, okay, no problem, I'll try. So I told my husband, I beg, I can't. After she finished giving me that pep talk, and I later I was like, I can't, please, can't tell the nurses that I want to do serious. Okay guys, sorry, my camera stopped recording. I don't know what happened, so let me just continue. So my husband, I now told him that I wanted to do CS because I was really tired, honestly. That's how people die. In this hospital, they didn't do well at all. So because he couldn't tell me no, he said okay. He said let me go and tell the nurses, but he left. Actually said he ran away because he didn't want the face to tell me no. So he just deceived me and said that he was going to go tell the nurse, but he just went outside to ease off, because he was like going through the pain I was going through. If I could pretend like it wasn't painful, it wasn't paining me, I would have, just the ease him off, So that's by the way. So he was out when one of the nurses came. Before then I'd already prayed. I was like, God, I can't do this. Like, if it was the normal labor, I can manage to wait this 4 hours. But the labor was accompanied with a force, like a push. That one, it was just making my whole body vibrate. So afterwards, I just said my short prayer. Afterwards, another woman came in. All the while I had not seen her. I probably think she just resumed her shift, because this was like around 9 in the night. So she just came in and was like, I think she came to pick something, I don't know, but she was not like, madam, please turn, let me check why you're bleeding. Man, I was so happy. At least finally somebody was to check what's going on. So as I now opened my leg now for her she wanted to wipe before she checked. As I opened my leg, my God, she just said, see baby head, oh. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I now became hopeful. My strength now even came back. I was like, thank God. Like, man, I just felt like God just answered my prayer with that sharp. It wasn't up to 10 minutes. I said that short prayer. So she now went to call. Would you believe that none of the nurses were there? Somebody is about to give birth. They went away. She went outside to call them. They were not in that station. She had to go downstairs because she kept ringing the bell. I don't know what that thing is. Just like an alert, Went downstairs to go and call them, but before then she had to prepare where baby would stay, just in case maybe the baby was coming, because the baby was already coming out. My baby's head was in between my legs. It's only God that saved my baby, because if I'd waited a little longer, my God, the baby will have died. God forbid. So they now finally came. Oh, just get, hey, is it time? That thing annoyed me. Even because I was in labor and in pains, all this kind of thing that you answer somebody. So they now came now. Man, this was not a good experience at all. I felt like I was punished or like I suffered. Yeah, so they now came only for, okay, the woman was now like, that please I should cooperate with them, that my baby's head is really small, that I should just and get it over with. So I was even now like I had more hope, like, and I was my strength, I gathered strength. And in the beginning I told you guys that I was scared of tear. Yeah, so when she now said my baby's head is not big, I was a bit excited, like joy was in my heart. So she now said that when the next contraction comes, I'm going to push, but before I push, I should let her know when the contraction comes. So she now, when the contraction comes, I told her. So she was like, okay, I should push. I was not like, I opened my mouth, I was like, ah. They were not like, no, close your mouth, push. So I then pushed. Yeah, pushed the first time. My baby's head came out. Wow, as I saw the head, because I could see the head because of the position I was told to, look at my navel so that I can push. So I now pushed. The baby's head came out. So when I saw the baby's head, man, I was so gingered. Like, I was like, as in I had the mind, to push more. So the doctor was on like, now please, the next push, I should push like I'm passing out a very tough and hard phases. I was like, oh, but I'm going to pull now. She said, you're already pulling. I was like, oh, let's go there now. I was still running my mouth. So the next one, then like I should push. I was like, it's not coming. They said no, push, because I was waiting for another contraction. But guys, immediately the head came out. My baby's head came out. The pain disappeared. Man, God is wonderful. I don't even know how that works. As I saw my baby's head, the whole pain disappeared. So it's like maybe the contraction stops. I don't know. So they were not like I should push. I pushed a second time and then the baby came out. So guys, I pushed just only twice and then the baby came out. So it was like, what kind of punishment is this? I've been going through this for so long as per. It took a while, the labor, maybe I think, okay, the labor is the everything, majority of the whole childbirth, whatever. So the baby came out. When I was admiring my baby where she was, I was just looking at her. But because my legs were together, because her head was in between and I'll close my leg, her head, like the back of her head was really long. It came out long. But thank God, after a day or two, it came back to normal. So I didn't even know when the woman even removed the placenta. I was just looking at my baby. And then afterwards, I was fine. Like, I was like 100%. I was just okay. Instantly, still in the delivery room, I was doing video calls, like, getting congratulatory messages from my family members. Everyone was calling me. And so when I was going back to the room, my room, my husband was holding me because he felt like I've gone through plenty. But I was feeling a bit dizzy, but I was okay, like 100%. Okay, so that was it all. My baby was okay and I was okay. But my experience giving birth in the hospital was nice at all. I just feel like they should listen to the patient. Every pregnant woman or every woman in labor do not go through the same pain or the same experience, yeah. So the fact that they know that it's not going to be time does not mean that it's not already time for me, yeah. So it wasn't a good experience at all. So guys, let me stop this video here. It's already very long. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.